Good afternoon and welcome to this lecture on the evolutionary debate and the problems that it's facing as of 2018. Of course, this is a huge subject area and we're going to have to cover a lot of ground, so I'd like to start out just by setting the scene a little and giving you some background information just to make sure that we're all on the same page to start off with. In November 2016, the British Royal Society held a convention on this very topic, the stalemate in the evolutionary debate. And they introduced their convention with the following sentence. They said, "Recent advances in epigenetic inheritance and other related fields have prompted a call for a new synthesis, although the issues involved remain hotly contested." Now, the British Royal Society is as intelligent, eminent, respected, establishment body of scientists as you could ever hope to meet. And even they seem to be saying, basically, people, look, we just have to be able to make more sense out of all this new data that we're getting than we are currently doing. Unfortunately, I was not present at this convention. There were not places enough. But it seems pretty clear that after 3 days of talks and lectures and discussions, everyone made their way back to their various institutions and universities with no great new insights, no new consensus, certainly no new synthesis, and it seems as though the debate was not moved 1 millimetre in any direction. So the question arises, what is the hold-up? What's the big problem? Why is it proving so difficult to integrate these new aspects of knowledge about evolution with the old? And of course that's what this lecture is all about. But before I just go ahead and tell you what I think the answer is, I feel I have to give you a bit more background information first. So, imagine I'm standing at the blackboard with my pointer, pointing at 4 separate phrases: random mutation, natural selection, epigenetic processes, and symbiosis. These are the 4 main factors that contribute to evolution as we understand it today. Any new synthesis we come up with will have to accommodate these 4 factors in a natural and harmonious way. Perhaps the first thing to notice is that standard evolutionary theory, which is also known as Neo-Darwinism, which is the old school in all this, is actually just the first 2 of these factors taken together. Random mutation, followed by natural selection, is held by the Neo-Darwinist to be a complete and satisfactory account of the evolutionary process. So you can sort of see the problems starting to take shape already, in that the Neo-Darwinist doesn't need any new factors to help him explain evolution. He already knows how evolution works. It's random mutation followed by natural selection. Anything else can only be marginal or peripheral. Unfortunately for him, some of the implications and observations that are coming out of these new fields of epigenetic processes and symbiosis are not so easily dismissed, not so easily set aside. To put it another way, these new fields of epigenetics and symbiosis are leading our understanding of evolution in directions that require the old school to reconsider, reassess, reevaluate some of their most fundamental underlying assumptions. So the implications of the new are conflicting with the assumptions of the old. And that's why the whole debate has degenerated into a stalemate and been locked up for decades. And that's why the Royal Society wasn't able to get any movement in the debate in just a couple of days. What I'd like to do in the rest of this lecture is take these 4 factors apart and look at them from different angles and different perspectives, then put it all back together again, hopefully in a convincing way that will offer some pointers or ideas about what direction a new synthesis might take. And along the way, I'm confident that I can explain clearly and simply why it is that it's been so difficult to get any movement in the evolutionary debate. How can the evolutionary debate have languished in a stalemate for decades? And that's actually a very interesting question in its own right. So hopefully see you at the lecture, And thanks very much for watching this far. Thank you.